Welcome to the HyperFast Agent Growth Show. Get real strategies, real results, and real estate them differently. Lead generation, team building, AI, and more from billion-dollar agents, best-selling authors, international speakers, and real estate coaches, Keri Shull and Lesniak. Let's dive in!
Welcome back to the HyperFast Agent Growth Show. I'm here with my co-host, Keri
Yep.
Shull.
I'm here with my coast.
Today we're going to talk about how to organize your house, and we're going to be leaning on Keri heavily for this, but how to organize your household so that you can get more done, close more deals, but still have a high quality of life and impact with your family and loved ones.
Yeah. So thank you, Dan. This is a topic for all of the moms out there.
Well, I
Because
think the dad should listen too.
yes, I think so. But I think that when you're a mom, the weight of the family tends to fall on your shoulders. And I'm not saying that your husbands don't take a crucial role. Mine does. He's
I
amazing.
installed those three shelves last
He
night,
installed 3 shelves for me last night.
and
He
even
rushes it. It's not to take away from our husbands, right? But doctor's appointments, the vet, like the
soccer, baseball,
logistics,
flag football.
the logistics of the household, food coming into the house, food being on the table, like all of the planning and structure tends to fall on the mom, right? Dan's like, I don't know if I agree with that. Well, so ultimately, here's what I realized. I have an amazing partner who's incredibly supportive, but when I really look at it, I think it's important to understand your hourly rate. And so Dan and I did this exercise and we realized, okay, we're actually underutilizing support at home. And so there was things that we were doing a lot of, both of us at home, that weren't a good utilization of our time. So we were laughing yesterday because we have a leaking sink, right? And Dan's like, I think I can fix that. Do you want me to fix it? And I'm like, absolutely not. That is not the highest and best use of your time. And he's like, because that's not that's not in alignment with the hourly rate that he deserves, right? But we were also talking about it because we're like, you have to be able to figure out what brings you joy and make decisions on what you will and won't do based on that. So, do I know it's more expensive to Instacart groceries? Yes. Have I decided like I'm never going to debate that. If I need groceries, I'm going to Instacart them. Yes, and I actually get joy from going to the grocery store. It was just a wait of when am I going to go and how do I make it work? And so that's something we decided. And then we also decided to get support with doing the laundry, with doing the cleaning, with doing all of the logistical things with returns. Like returns is like a full-time job sometimes. All the things that are shipped to your house that then don't end up working out, right? And so we hired somebody that's coming. And for a while, we had a nanny when our children were little. And so if you're in that phase where you have a nanny and they're stepping up and helping you with all of the logistics and the management of the household, like amazing. But then you get to an age where your kids are in school, and for some of us, we don't have that support anymore. Like Dan and I had full-time support at home. Janet was like amazing, our nanny, and so was Shishi. They took care of us. They helped cook the food that we wanted. They made sure that the groceries were there. And now we decided we want a nanny back, but we want a nanny that takes care of the whole family and makes sure we both are on a nutrition plan, that all of the kids' lunches are figured out in advance and that we can have healthy food in our house. So I think it's about deciding what's important to you and what will support you being able to spend the kind of quality time that you want with your family. I love cooking. We do cinnamon roll Saturday, and that's like a family tradition. And by the way, they're Annie's cinnamon rolls. So just to be clear, we're not like doing them from scratch, but it's something we enjoy doing with the kids. That's like a fun activity. But sometimes when I come home after a long day of work, the last thing in the world I want to do is make dinner, right? And I think that's true for you too.
I never mind making dinner. I really don't like the doing the morning. So I'm a little different, but
And I actually like doing the morning. Hey, that's part of why it works, right? Um, Yeah, so I think it's just deciding what you like, deciding what you don't want to do. And then we find the best support on care.com. So a lot of people will ask me, like, how do you find these people? Like, my mom came up with the idea of having somebody do swimming lessons with our son. We have like this gap on Friday where we don't have coverage for him. I went on care.com. I found somebody this morning that can do Friday swimming lessons with him. So it's kind of like don't let your imagination about what you could set up and how you could structure it with someone get in the way of actually finding the person. On care.com, when you say what you need with support, you would be amazed how many people will respond. When we lived in Fairfax last year, we had somebody who um, she worked with children who were in trauma and psychosis, and so she couldn't commit to a normal working schedule. But she could get like 10 things done at the same time. She'd be making waffles so that we would have them in the freezer that were like fresh made for our children while she was making protein balls, while she was making dinner for that night and cleaning our house. Like she was so efficient and such a gift to our family. And we found her on care.com too. So just ask for what you need and really design your job description. Go to ChatGPT and say, these are the things that are ticking me off that I don't want to do that are under my hourly rate. And then don't be afraid to delegate. Don't feel guilty about it.
well, I think too, this is kind of similar to the episode we did recently. If you haven't watched it, go back. It's how solo agents can go from like one or two deals a month to five with 40 hours or less of work a week. And it all comes down to like hiring for the things that take a lot of hours that are easily replaceable at a lower rate than you. And the same thing I think applies to like running your household, right? So and everyone's level of this is it's going to be dependent on your kids' age, how many you have, your partner, and if they're working or not, and um, so everyone's kind of going to be at a different place. But even if you're single, living alone, have no kids, there's like things you need to do in your house, right? Um, that you can find other people to do. And I think you want to look at the things that like take a lot of time, don't bring you joy, you don't enjoy doing. And when you get those things off your plate, you'll have more time to go out and do what is going to make you the most amount of money, which is proactively lead generate, have conversations with clients and prospects. And it will also, I think, if you do have kids or husband, wife, other people are involved, it's going to give you more time to spend high quality impact moments with them.
Yeah.
So I think for all of us, again, even the person that's single, no kids, um, you know, hiring people to do laundry and cleaning is like an easy one. So you don't have to start off with like a full-time nanny or housekeeper, right? It can just be someone that comes once a week and does cleaning, does laundry, right? Maybe someone else that comes in and does meal prep, right? Because if you're an agent, you're always on the go. Like having meal prep done could be huge for you, impact your health, your energy, your time. Could be shopping, right? So there's like a number of things that you can do, and you can hire people for just a few hours a week, or a few different people that specialize in different things. And again, that's taking work that has to be done off your plate and freeing you up to either go make more money or enjoy the time that you have with all the money you're making in this business.
Yeah. 100%. I love it.
And it'll come in stages too. Like, when we had four kids that were none of them were in school, like we needed full-time care. And then I think there was a bit of an adjustment that we went through and like all of a sudden they're all in school. And so you think, okay, great, we don't need like a full-time person anymore, but then there's like for a while there was like a gap because
It was a massive gap.
yeah.
We were like, oh, like there's a lot of laundry. Like, where did all this laundry come from? Well, we never had to do it before. So it was an alarming adjustment that you don't have to go through. You can anticipate it because of what we're telling you. And with 4 kids, there's a lot of individual time we want to spend with them, and time we want to spend with each other, and time we want to spend with our friends. And then I never used to want to be alone, but recently, like, I enjoy time by myself. I enjoy meditating. I enjoy like reading a book. A book, yes. So I think for you, it's just figuring out your joy zone and then getting clarity on how to move towards that.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys get some inspiration for this and find some ways to lighten your load in life and spend more time having fun, spend more time with the people that you love, and maybe spend some time making more money because now you're not doing your laundry, right?
All right, you guys, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You've been listening to HyperFast Agent Growth Show with Keri Shull and Dan Lesniak. Real strategies, real results, real estate done differently. If you love this episode, tap subscribe and share it with another agent who's ready to grow.